and welcome. It's Melody from Melody Crochet, and this is the 55th episode of the Melody Crochet Podcast, where I come to you from my home in Texas, where I live with my two dogs, my cat, the husband. There's some sons running around. One of them's married. I'm just kind of hanging out here with my yarn, and I come to you once a week to share my yarn-obsessed life. I hope you're doing well. If you're a new subscriber, thank you very, very much. All of your comments are welcome down below, warmly welcome. I love getting to know you guys. That's why I do this. And if you're returning, give you a great big hug. I hope you're doing well. Let me know down below what you're making and what you're drinking. I'm still on coffee. It's relatively early, so we're gonna have a little chit chat, shall we? Now, I'm thinking. Let's start with finished items. I did a tutorial, so whenever I do a tutorial, it makes me go crazy, want to make a bunch of the same thing. So I have to go to the yarn store and find other yarns I want to see in the pattern. I've been making this hat forever. Never was I so addicted. All of a sudden, now that I've made it for you guys, I'm like, I wonder what it would look like in a I love this yarn print. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But this was this week's tutorial. This is my brimmed beanie. It's not bright enough. I'm hoping I can get a brighter yarn, maybe something that actually lights up. I'm not sure. But this is my ribbed brimmed beanie. And I just love it. This is, I want to say Blaze in Red Heart Super Saver. It's a great hat for Red Heart Super Saver. It takes advantage of that whole toughness and uses it for the stitch definition. The ribbed brim comes back if it loses its shape, like say somebody uses it, then stretches out your hat a little bit, and it's super forgiving in case you don't know the size of the person exactly who you're giving it to. This is the one I used for the tutorial, and it's in turquoise from Red Heart Super Saver, and I'm just loving it. So I'm sitting there, right? We're gonna break into the whole yarn shopping just a little bit, just for the things I want to make this hat in. I've never made it in cotton, so I want to try it. Size 4 cotton. I love this cotton is size 4. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to make it a little bit bigger because by nature cotton's less stretchy, right? So I'm thinking I might need to make a few more rows. We're gonna see. For science, right? Science. That being said, I also, while I was at Hobby Lobby for that, was thinking it would look really pretty if I made it in a print. I just want to see how the colors work up, how often they change, this, that, and the other. So I got this. This is, sand dunes. I just think she'd be absolutely beautiful in this hat. So I might make a couple. You guys know the drill. If I make too many, I pop them up on my Etsy shop along with the patterns. Sometimes I out crochet my needs because this is Texas. How many hats do you need? So it's a great outlet. And then, oh, sorry, I kicked you guys. But isn't that pretty? I just think that's going to be really, really pretty for a guy or a girl. So I might get 2 hats out of this too. That's a lot of yarn. I love this yarn. Gives you Aran weight, and it's 252 yards. I think I'll get 2 hats out of that. But I do have another finished project, also purple. I know, I'm an addict. I also have my massive purple candle here. It's huge. Lavender and chamomile. Gotta calm down, right? This is the Boho beaded pocket shawl, and it is so fun. I probably still have some strings to work in. I changed balls. I think I got 4 balls of I love this yarn in Grape, and I used some of all of them. But I think I could have gotten away with 3. I started a fresh ball for the pockets and of course had some left from that, and I had some left before that, and I haven't weighed her, but if you were to get it, I'd highly suggest getting 4 also, because if I think I skipped about 3 rows in the middle because I'm not a tall girl and I didn't want this to be like draping down my back, so I think I skipped like 2 or 3 rows in the middle because I was just getting really bored. The stitch changes every row, so you kind of have to pay attention, and then you do that for a long time. So it's kind of like red light, green light. It wasn't bad for TV crochet. I did it while Netflixing a bit. I'm catching up on The Crown right now. What are you guys watching? Look at her though. These pockets though, I would not mind having several more of these without the patterning and just doing the same thing. So I might do that. I'll share with you guys if I do, because the fringe, I love fringe. Fringe is an acquired taste. Not everybody loves fringe, I get that, but when it's chilly or when you're just indecent because Jammy's going out to check the mail, it's great to just throw on. And you can fit anything. You can put yarn in here. It's great for fitting your phone. I don't think there's much you can't fit. Your tablet will fit in here, and you could hang it from the side of the bed so it holds all of it and it's just ready to go. Just don't forget that the stuff's in there. Fly across the room. You know the drill. It happened. The pattern was about $6.50-ish on Etsy, and it's the Boho Beaded Pocket Shawl. And my current project is a top, my whip, if you will. This is a granny square, and ideally it'll come to about here, but it needs to be a few more rows longer because I need it to go to here. So probably about 4 more rows, designing it as I go. About 4 more rows, and then I'm going to make it solid on the bottom. I've seen in person tops like that, but I've never seen a pattern for one. Just kind of daydreaming it up. I'm using my Bernat Softee cotton, which I gotta tell you, it's wonderful. It just feels so good on my hands. I'm still on my first ball, of course, because that's all I've done so far. And I'm on a G hook because that's what it suggested. Although if I redo it, I will probably go up a hook size. It's a size 3 yarn. Stats, my friend. First off, how gorgeous is she in her tank top? I love that tank top. The yarn is a light size 3, 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. You get 254 yards in the ball. It's a smallish hook. I love an eye hook, I guess. I'll put an eye hook with any yarn. Is that fingering weight yarn? I'll put an eye hook on that. It'll be, we'll call it lacy, if you will. It's just, perhaps I'm impatient, but it just feels really slow. And it doesn't really hook onto the yarn as much as I'd love it to. So if the hook was just a little bit bigger, I don't think the square would even work up much bigger or faster. But I think that the yarn, and I'm on my clover more, I think I would grab the yarn a little bit better. I was trying to make this a meditation. I think the reason, I started this about a week ago. I think the reason it's not done is because I got a hook. So I got the hook from Big Twist, and it's very Susan Bates, super blunt. You know, what are you gonna do? It really slowed me down. It's nice though. It's super smooth for a wooden hook. It's very pretty. It's a good deal longer than average. If you're looking at trying one, if you like the Susan Bates hook, highly suggest. I personally am a boy girl. I was at Hobby Lobby grabbing the yarn for my hats, and I saw this, and it's just gorgeous. Isn't that just beautiful? Delphinium, and it's dream spun, so it's bulky weight. They suggest an M hook. I'm thinking I would go with an L, but maybe it poofs up more than I was thinking. But size 5, and you get 76 yards. So not a ton of yardage, but so pretty. I'd love to make a hat out of it. I did get some more cotton. These are for another project. So yep, black yarn. I love myself, but apparently my eyes, we have arguments. So, but I love black yarn. So I just think it works up so beautifully, and I definitely want to make something out of this. And she's coming up very soon. I'm thinking cover up, I'm thinking top. I'm not 100%, but these colors make me very happy. What would you make out of black and rainbow yarn? Ooh, for Mother's Day, I went to the local yarn shop. Things were a little pricier there. And now they carry fabric. So I'm going to make myself a bag with the evil machine. Look at the bees. Is there anything more adorable than purple and bees? That is so cute. I am really, really in love with this fabric. First off, I want to make a purple headband, kind of like an ear warmer. And I just thought this would be amazing. This is chunky weight purple wool, and it's just amazing. The color is called Violetas. It's Chunky by Malabrigo. Yep. And Violetas. Chunky. And so, so pretty. One ball will definitely do it. I might even get two. I'm not sure. It depends on how big I make them. But I've just been all about the headbands lately. I just think this is so pretty. It makes me very happy. It's actually, by local yarn store standards, not terribly expensive. It was $12 for this ball. And highly, highly suggest. So, so, so pretty. And what was next? Oh, and then I wanted to make some more hats because apparently hats are my thing right now. I'm just addicted to anything looking like it should be in a hat, and I wanted to stripe. So these guys are going together. He looks black, right? He's not. Surprise! Look how purple he is. Oh my goodness. The colorway is Mystery Purple. Or is it Purple Mystery? I have to look. It's in Rio, so it's worth the wait. Oh, Purple Mystery. And it's Rio by Malabrigo. And so, so soft. So, so lovely. And I love that purple. They had a purple I liked before that I don't see anymore. It was kind of like a grayish purple. Is there, I know that they have like green, beige, and all these colors mixed, like grayish and everything. Do they have one for purple and gray? Grapple? I'm not sure. But this is worsted weight, 210 yards, 100 grams. And you get, how much do we get? 210 yards. Sounds good. 100% superwash merino wool. And she is beautiful. And she's going to be striped with Anniversario. And they are both the same amount. This one just, I think this one just, this feels a lot more loosely wound than this one. So that's why it's much, much bigger. There's not actually more yarn. But Anniversario, that's just beautiful. It's fun. It has all the colors. Hope you don't mind the train in the background. I don't even hear it anymore. And because of that, I completely blank. So Anniversario, and it's going to be crocheted, striped into a hat. I'm not sure how much I'll have left or what I'll do with it if I do, but super, super fun. I went to Ollie's, new store in town. They have yarn. It's a discount store. I was there on the day they opened. It was so busy I didn't even want to go down the craft aisle because there was just too many people. So keeping my distance and such. Yep. This was in the book section, which hardly had any people. It was $3.99. Let me know if you guys have seen or used this. First off, it's a great big purple book of crochet. If nothing else, it's decor in and of itself for my yarn stuff. But look at all the cute little things. Oh my gosh. Look at everything. It's so cute. And it was $3.99. I was like, yes. Get into my bag. And then they have some squares that change color, which I love. Look at those flowery squares. Oh my gosh. And triangles. That'd be a great shawl. Those triangles. Diamonds, hexagons, circles. So, so beautiful. I will link to it down below. Thanks so much for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, like I said, leave those down below. I will talk to you again in a couple days. Please subscribe to this. It would help me greatly if you would like and send a little comment down below. Give you a hug, and I will see you in a couple days. Bye, guys.